Hi, welcome to the yoga of Aruna Yoga Maastricht. I'm Tanja. You can come to a seated position on your mat. Just feel how you're sitting now here on the mat. Maybe turn your shoulders backwards and down. Shoulders relaxed. Your arms, your hands relaxed on your legs or your knees. Maybe for a moment close your eyes. Just to be here on your mat. Your own space around you. And bring your attention towards your breath. So no judgment here, just observe. The inhale as you inhale. And the exhale as you exhale. And if possible, breathe through your nose. Makes your breath more long, more even. Your face relaxed. And drop your right ear sideways towards your right shoulder. And your head back to center. And then your other ear, other shoulder. Your face relaxed. And your head back to center. Imagine a thread from the crown of your head all the way up towards the ceiling. Like you lengthen your spine, like your chest is just a bit being lifted. Keep your shoulders relaxed and feel your sitting bones like into the floor. And your hands next to you on the mat. Next inhale, arms wide, arms up. Reach up, inhale, feel 10 fingertips. And as you exhale, your arms wide and your hands down again. Inhale, wide and up, reach up. As you exhale, wide and down. Place your right hand next to you and then your left arm up and over. Keep your right shoulder relaxed. Maybe look up, open your chest. Breathe, press your right hand into the mat. And come back to upright and lift your right hand, do the same thing to the other side. So press your left hand, keep your left shoulder relaxed, reach over. And then maybe open your chest like you open your chest towards the ceiling. Maybe you can look into your hand. One more inhale. And exhale back to the center. Once more, arms wide, arms up. Interlace your fingers above your head. Just look in front, turn your palms up. Reach up. So in every movement, every pose, you observe. No judgment. No comparing. No conclusions. But just observe. One more inhale, reach 1 millimeter more up, inhale. And exhale, release, bring your hands forward, somehow come onto all fours. This is all fours, tabletop. Hands under your shoulders, your knees hip width. And lower your back, lift your nose, inhale. As you exhale, round your back, navel in, release your head. And then lift your nose again, lower your back. Cat, cow, and once more. So feel 10 fingers, 10 fingertips into the floor, like you grab the mat. Good, and stop in center. Keep your navel tucked in, like towards your spine. And then just lift your knees. So your toes backwards, just lift your knees just a bit, like 5 centimeters. Press your hands into the mat. Creating some strength here, and then your knees back. Tuck your toes under, and again, lift your knees, just 5 centimeters. Straighten your legs for downward facing dog. So maybe your heels come all the way towards the mat, maybe not, that's all good. Maybe even bend, keep your knees a little bit bent, but lengthen your back here, straighten your arms. And once more, onto your toes, bend your knees for again, this is beast pose, your knees just above the mat. Press the floor away from you with your hands, and here's again, downward facing dog. So you weight backwards and bend one knee a bit, bend your other one a bit, just one by one. So feel the length in your back, and therefore also the space in your spine. If you really feel your hamstrings here, or maybe your calf muscles, it's always good to keep your knees a bit bent, as long as your back is really long. You create space in your shoulders here. Good. Lift your left leg. Bend your knee, open your hip, your foot points to the right, you look to the left. And bring your foot back. Good. Your right leg backwards and up. Bend your knee, open your hip, look that way. And your foot back again. And you come onto your toes and walk your toes, mini steps towards your hands. Okay, in the end your feet are with your hands, feet hip width. Slightly bend your knees and take your elbows. Just hang out like this. Maybe move a bit from left to right. Your face relaxed, your neck relaxed. And every pose just as it fits for your body or for today. Stop in center. Look to the floor, release your arms, arms wide, arms up. Come to upright, bring your arms up, inhale. With your left hand, take your right wrist and bend over to the left like you pull your wrist. And breathe here. You come back to center and the same thing to the other side. Pull your wrist. Feel the length in the side of your body. Back in center, good. Interlace your fingers above your head. Turn your palms up and come onto your toes. Just you reach up. So keep your neck relaxed, your face relaxed. So you lengthen your back here. One more inhale. And exhale your heels back, but keep your hands up in the air. Reach a bit higher, inhale. As you exhale, bend again to the right. So reach to the right, like centimeter by centimeter. Don't go too fast, just feel the lengthening of the side of your body. Back to upright, stay upright. Good. Once more, reach up, inhale. Exhale, go to the left. Keep your neck relaxed. Your face relaxed, just the lengthening of the side of your body. You open the side of your body. Create space in your spine. And once more up. Reach up, inhale. Good, and as you exhale, arms wide, hands down. Arms to the sides. Bring your arms forward. Fingertips on your shoulders. On the inhale, lift your elbows. Exhale, backwards and down. Inhale, forward and up. And backwards and down. Once the other side around. Backwards and up. Inhale, maybe look up. And you exhale, forward and down for one more. Just create space in your shoulders, but also your upper back, your chest. And your elbows down again. Good. Arms to the side, circle your wrists. And in the meantime, come to the front of your mat or stay in the front of your mat. Your feet a bit closer together. Turn your wrists the other way around. Good. So your big toes are maybe touching, or maybe a bit touching, or nearly touching. Your heels a bit wider. Now your tailbone down, your navel in. So ground your feet here. Palms forward. 3 times sudden salutation A. Arms wide, arms up. Reach up, inhale. As you exhale, fold forward. Good. Feel the movement here. Hands on your legs, halfway lift, you lengthen, and here is plank pose. You stay in plank pose. Press your hands into the mat. Okay. Now lower your knees onto the mat, toes backwards. Now bend your elbows. Now first your nose goes on the mat, and after that your belly and your chest. Then lift your chest. Do nothing with your hands. Just lift your chest. Then press your hands for cobra. To all fours, stick your toes under, hips backwards, and then downward facing dog. So keep your core here, lift your sitting bones. Come onto your toes, slightly bend your knees, look to your hands, and step or walk or step your feet forward towards your hands. Hands on your legs, halfway lift, fold forward. Arms wide, come back to upright, your arms up, maybe slightly backwards. And your hands to your heart, good. Shoulders relaxed, arms to the sides, palms forward, good. Arms wide and up, reach up, inhale. Hands together, fold forward. Hands on your legs, halfway lift. Here's again, plank pose. Now put your right foot halfway, your toes pointing outward. The outside of your left foot on the mat, lift your right arm. Keep lifting your hips, maybe reach over your head. And if possible, look into your upper hand. If not, look sideways. Like you open your chest towards the ceiling. See what fits here? Good. So keep pressing your right foot into the mat, inhale. Exhale back, your foot back, and the same thing left. So not too far forward, just under your knee, like halfway on the mat. Toes pointing outward. Outside of your right foot on the mat, lift your left arm. Open, reach. So never hurt your wrists. Have it too heavy for your wrists, and always keep 2 hands on the floor, maybe even your knees. Inhale, reach. Exhale your hand back, your foot back, good, your knees onto the mat, bend your elbows, nose towards the mat. First lift your chest, then press your hands. Back all fours and downward facing dog. Spread your fingers. Onto your toes, slightly bend your knees, lift your hands, step. If you want, jump forward towards your hands. Hands on your legs, halfway lift, lengthen, good. Nose to your knees as you exhale. Inhale, arms wide, arms up, maybe a slight back bend here. And your hands to your heart again. Arms to the sides, palms forward. Inhale, widen up. As you exhale, fold forward. So follow the movement here. Hands on your legs, halfway lift. Again, plank pose. You stay in plank, your feet are hip width. Now move your heels to the left. So you come to the side of your feet. If it fits, lift your right arm. Keep lifting your hips. And again, over your head. So if it's too heavy, bring your right foot in the middle. Or stay with 2 hands on the floor. But maybe for a moment, just look up. It's the side of your body again. So you strengthen not only your arm, but also your back. One more inhale. Exhale back, your hand. And now bring your heels to the other side. So your hips are low enough, otherwise you fall. Okay. So this is your core. Lift your hips, lift your right arm over your head. Maybe look like along your arm towards the ceiling. One more inhale. Exhale back, that's good. If you want, keep your knees off the mat, or you can bring your knees on the mat, both fine. Your nose towards the mat. Roll forward, lift your chest, inhale. Exhale back for downward facing dog. Good. Sitting bones up. And then your left leg backwards and up. Move forward, step your foot softly between your hands. Other heel on the mat, this is warrior 2. So open your arms wide, your feet are in one line. Arms wide. Maybe lower your hip even a bit more. So your knee is above your ankle, so make the step wide enough. You can even wider it now. Lift your left heel. Lower your hip. And your upper body is upright, so don't go like to one side. Look over your left hand to the left. Press your foot, your toes into the mat. And lower your knee again. Left hand up, right hand down. Inhale here. Exhale back. Elbow on your leg, so keep your chest lifted. Then your right arm over your head. Maybe look into your hand. Otherwise, don't look into your hand. Feel your breath. One more inhale. Exhale back to center. This is warrior two. Shoulders low. Now straighten your left leg. Reach to the left and go over to the left. It is triangle pose. So don't go with your nose forward. Just go sideways. Arms are wide. Doesn't matter how low your lowest hand comes. Maybe look up. Good. As it fits, huh? Every pose creates space. Inhale here. Exhale, look down towards your right left foot. Come back to upright. And go over to the other side. Reverse triangle. Keep your legs straight. And back to center. Arms wide. Bend your knee. Look to your left hand. Inhale. And exhale your hands to the front of the mat. Your foot backwards. Your nose towards the mat. Your choice for your knees on the mat or not on the mat. You lift your chest. Cobra, up dog. Back for downward facing dog. Good. And then your right leg backwards and up. And step forward softly between your hands. On the heel of the mat for warrior two. So you turn a bit to the left. Arms wide. See that your feet are in one line. Shoulders relaxed, upper body straight. And then lift your right heel. So your right knee is above your ankle. Don't let it drop like inside. Okay. Heel back. Right hand up, left hand down, reversed warrior. Inhale here. Exhale back. Again, your elbow on your leg, your left arm over your ear. Look into that hand. And back to upright. Good. Your arms wide. Warrior two. Look over your right hand to the right. So again, your upper body is still in center, so don't go moving to the right. Press 2 feet into the mat. And then you straighten your right leg. Reach to the right, inhale. And go over sideways. So your right hand somewhere on your leg. Left arm towards the ceiling, so your left arm is straight up. Maybe look along that hand towards the ceiling. Breathe. Inhale here. Exhale, look down. And come back to upright, reverse triangle. Left hand down, right arm up. Go over your head. And once more, arms wide. Bend your right knee again for warrior two. Look to the right. Inhale, reach 2 arms. And exhale, turn to the front of the mat. 2 hands down. Foot backwards for your vinyasa. So knees on the mat, knees not on the mat, both fine. Lift your chest. Back for downward facing dog. And once more, your left leg backwards and up. Step forward softly between your hands. Other heel on the mat, and once more, it is warrior two. So open to the right for warrior two. Left arm up, right hand down, inhale. Exhale again, the other side, elbow on your knee. So keep your chest, your upper body lifted. Open. Look up, inhale. And exhale back for warrior two. And then straighten your left leg. Put your toes forward. Inhale, arms wide. Exhale, hands down. Your left arm sideways and up. Left arm sideways and down. Same with your right arm, open. And down. Once more left. Now keep your left arm up. So it's always possible to put a block under your lower hand. Whatever fits, you open your chest here. One more inhale, good. Exhale, back. And same thing to the other side. So you open your chest to the side. It's really good for the space in your back. Keep your neck soft. Maybe you can look up, maybe even to your hand. Maybe not. And your hand back again. Okay, look to your hands. Two hands towards your right foot. Turn your heel a bit inward and now bend your knee. See what fits. Maybe you have to lift your heel, it's fine too. This is a squat on one side and a long leg on the other. Your hands on the inside of your knee. And then your your left arm to the left and up. Hand down. Maybe your right elbow on the floor. Other arm up. And your hand down again. The same thing to the other side. Not sure if in the good side, but you the other side. Okay. Then that arm to the side and up. Arm back. Maybe your left elbow on the floor. And your right arm up. And back again. If you want, lift two hands. Hands to your heart. If it is too wobbly or impossible, keep a few fingers on the floor. If you want, arms wide, arms up. And your hands to your heart and go to the other side. With hands or no hands on the floor as it fits. Chest forward, nose forward, smile, arms wide, arms up. And your hands to your heart again. And once more, go to the other side. As it fits. Two hands on the floor. Straighten your legs. Hands wide. Take your big toes or your ankles, whatever. Lift your chest, your nose. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Your hair towards the floor. And you look to the floor again. Release your hands. Hands to your sides. Come back up. Shoulders backwards. Shoulders down. Good. Turn the toes of your left foot out again. Bend your left knee for warrior two. Arms wide. So with a strength in your legs, press your feet. Really press your feet into the mat. Like you want to press away the floor with your feet. Reach wide to two sides. Great. Feel like a warrior here. Look to the left, one more inhale. As you exhale, go to the front side of the mat. Hands down, foot backwards, nose to the mat, your Vinyasa. Lift your chest. Back for down dog. And then your right leg backwards and up. And again, step forward softly between your hands. Feet in one line, other heel on the floor, and come up for warrior two. Now turn to the left, it is warrior two. Upper body in center, reach to two sides. And once more, lift your right hand, left hand up. Come back, elbow on your knee, left arm over your head. Reach, maybe look up. And back for warrior two. Arms wide. Now straighten your right leg. Turn your toes to that side. Just look to that side. That's fine. Reach wide. Inhale. As you exhale, interlace your fingers behind your back. Look up. Reach down. And fold forward. So keep pressing your feet into the mat. Stand as wide as you want. Bring your hair onto the floor. Maybe your arms all the way over your head. Lift your head, look to the floor. Come back to upright. Hands to your sides, shoulders backwards and down. And the toes of your right foot again outward. Bend your right knee, arms wide for another warrior two. So keep your knee above your ankle. Reach wide, look to the right, inhale. And exhale, turn to the front of the mat again. Hands down, foot backwards, your Vinyasa. You lift your chest. for downward facing dog. Good. And lower your knees onto the mat. This is child's pose. Toes backwards, arms on the mat. And just feel again, receive the pose. Slightly lift your head, walk your hands to the right, so next to the mat. Left hand on top of your right hand, elbows on the mat, and again, child pose, just a bit to the side. Follow your breath. Lift your head again, look to your hands, walk your hands back to center, same thing to the other side. Right hand on top of your left hand, just let go. And lift your head. Come back onto all fours. And sit down with your legs straight. Toes pointing upward. Okay, see you sit on your sitting bones. So not behind your sitting bones, but on your sitting bones. So maybe you have to sit on a blanket. Maybe you have to slightly bend your knees. That's fine too. Lift your chest. Arms wide, arms up. Reach. As you exhale, fold forward. Your hands are somewhere, so you reach with the crown of your head towards your toes. Where your hands are, your arms are relaxed, and depending on the length of your legs, of your arms, your hands are somewhere. Okay, so don't go rounding your back and grab your toes as far as you can. Just keep your shoulders relaxed, your elbows relaxed. Yep. So lengthen your spine, but also your chest here. As it fits. Your nose towards your knees. And look to your toes again. Release your hands, arms up. Inhale. And your arms backwards. Place your hands on the mat. If possible, your fingers towards you. If not, your fingers outside. Toes pointing away from you. And just lift your chest. From your elbows or from your shoulders, lift your chest, your nose. Look somewhere to the ceiling. And if you want, lift your hips. So here's an upside down plank. After plank and side plank, we can do this one. So don't force anything for your wrist. But if it fits, keep lifting your hips just a bit more. Maybe look slightly backwards. Feel the length from your toes to your nose. This one for self-confidence. Smile, one more inhale. And exhale, come back. Good, look in front. Place your feet on the mat. Move your knees from left to right. Stop in center and sit again crossed-legged. Your hands on your legs. Shoulders backwards, shoulders down. Your right ear towards your right shoulder. Face relaxed. Your head back to center and then your other ear towards your other shoulder. Your jaws, your cheeks relaxed. Head back to center. And your hands to your heart. Do your Shavasana as you wish. And for now, Namaste.